Hello, I'm Dr. Robin Ganzert, President and CEO of Global Humane Society. Through our Conservation Fund of Africa, we're taking action. Our Elephant and Wildlife Rescue Unit provides life-saving care to elephants and GPS tracking to ensure their long-term safety. We're also working to expand elephant ranges and reintroduce them into habitats, restoring natural migration corridors and helping revive critical ecosystems. This is Humane Conservation in Action.
Hello, my name is Taryn Gilson and I proudly serve Global Humane Society as the Regional Director for Africa. And we are about to embark on a really significant project. This is a project about elephant range expansion, and it's a project about rewilding. We are about to undertake a mass translocation of elephants from the main section of the park to the newly fenced Kabouga section of the park.
At present, we're looking at moving a herd of about 30 to 40 individuals into a new section of Addo National Park. There used to, historically, there were elephants in the area, and now we're reintroducing them into the area. And I think it's important to realise that the elephants here at Addo, they were only a small number back in the 1930s when the park was first established. There was only 11 of them at that stage, and the numbers have slowly over the years increased to over 700 elephant in Addo National Park. But with the expansion of the park, it has given us opportunities to move them to new areas, establish new populations within the park, and to create sort of corridors, into areas where they would have occurred historically.
So we've got the fixed wing plane in the air, we've got the team on standby here, we're out in the field at Addo, and we're waiting for the elephants to come out of the thick bush, at which stage the helicopter will get airborne so that the vets can then dart the elephants from the helicopter.
They've just left the thicket in this green triangle open, so they are walking north towards the tar road.
These elephants in this thick bush are quite tricky to keep together, so it takes a lot of maneuvering and a lot of knowledge of elephant behavior and the family dynamics and that to keep them together and get it done efficiently and safely for the elephants and for all the people.
There, one's done. There we go.
One's got down here.
Good work, guys. Very good work. No, so we've got 9 elephants down. Unfortunately, they haven't stayed together. So they're over probably 3 kilometers, which is not ideal. So we've got little groups everywhere, but we have everyone monitoring the individual animals, and we're actually comfortable with the immobilization. So everything's down and nicely down. It's now just a question of recovering the elephants and as quickly as possible, because time equals risk. So we need to get them up and in the box as quick as possible. And we're busy with that now.
And then the equipment itself that we use is all purpose-built. It's taken many, many years to develop this equipment, to be able to load elephants in the field and to be able to do it at scale. It doesn't help we move half a family group. Our focus is on moving cohesive family groups of elephants all at once, and that's typically is the success on the side of on the recipient side, is that we move these entire family groups from the matriarch right down to the tiniest calf. So to be able to do that, we need this equipment, and over the years we've designed and developed and built it all ourselves. We can now do it effectively, and more importantly, we can do it at scale.
Right, so we're heading back to the vehicle where the baby calf is being monitored by the Addo Park ecologist. We've got a team on the ground with the mother. They're monitoring her. We've also got rangers on the ground clearing a path for the vehicles to be able to get to the mother, so they're using chainsaws and machetes to clear that road so that we can get the vehicle in. So this is one of the satellite GPS tracking collars that we've sponsored for this operation. These are critical in monitoring the elephants' movements and health following the translocation once they've been relocated to their new home. And it's important that we collar the matriarch of each family group because she's the leader of those family groups and the rest of the group will follow wherever she goes and take the lead from her. So we're about to load the mother and at the same time we're going to load the calf and then they'll be reunited. One of the highlights of this project was having our wildlife ambassadors from the local communities through our Greening Young Futures Youth Development Program participate in this project. So why our Greening Young Futures program is so important is that we are restoring the connection between local people and the environment. We are focusing on that human-animal bond, reconnecting people with their natural heritage. On this project we had Anele, Chachu and Usi joining us for this project. For all three of our wildlife ambassadors, it was their first time to get up close and personal with elephants, to be able to touch an elephant, to be able to feel the breath of the elephant's trunk while we were working on them, to help hold the trunk of the elephants while they were being loaded into the crates, to be exposed to the veterinary teams, to the conservation teams, to the anti-poaching teams as well. It's been brilliant exposure to the various career paths that conservation offers. And for anyone participating in a project like this, and especially for our wildlife ambassadors, this is a privilege, this is a life-changing experience.
Yo, we worked today, toiled properly for 9 elephants, but we're nearly done. When they're all in the truck, ready to go, that's when we'll be relieved. But it's going well so far. Quickly pull this one over. Yeah, pull it over this way, this way. Yeah, push it over that way. Yes, just as we're getting done, really lucky, a group in the right place. Couldn't have asked for more. Really a beautiful immobilization, lots of elephants right around here. It's going to go much quicker. We're ecstatic, we really are.
We've just started the last family group. It's a group of 7 animals. This brings our total number of elephants within family groups for this operation to 39. We're also aiming to do another 3 youngish bulls to take over so that we've got a good balance in terms of the social demographics of the group that we're rehoming to the new area.
After 4 days, to finally get to this stage, it's an unbelievable feeling. I mean, the teamwork between the various groups of people here, the NGOs, the capture, the scientists. It was such a pleasure to see the people come together and work together, and we've all learned from each other, we've all grown from this capture. And we must not lose sight that, yes, we know we talk about elephant capture and how important they are to the environment and ecosystems. But this translocation also opens up economic opportunities for communities via ecotourism. There's lots more connected with than just moving elephants. So we've successfully caught 42 elephants. We've managed to deploy 9 collars onto these family groups, and the 3 bulls all have a collar. It's difficult. Words fail me at the moment because overwhelmed, ecstatic that it went so well. We had no injuries to any animals, no injuries to the people, and now it's just an unbelievable feeling to be part of this team. It's a team effort, a multi-skilled team effort. So proud to be a part of it. Okay, and then lastly, we must all remember there's just one winner, and that is conservation, and conservation going into the future.
That's it. Happy days. Now the trucks are going to set sail to go and offload at Kabouga.
So with any translocation projects, it's a multidisciplinary sort of project, and it's very important to have these sort of collaborations. You know, as SANParks, we've got conservation solutions that have been assisting us with the capture. I think Kester Vickery and his team have done heaps of elephant relocations, and it's not an easy thing. It's a logistics operation, and they've got the equipment to enable the relocation of elephants. And then obviously the costs of these operations is not cheap as well, so it's important to have that collaboration between different organisations, get that support from outside funders. And I think in this case, Global Humane have come to the party. They've absolutely been brilliant with what they've done in supporting us with our efforts to re-establish this population in Kabouga.
This significant moment taking place right now with these big transporter trucks delivering the elephants to this new section of Addo would not have been made possible without the generous support of Mr. Sam Rose. Sam Rose, thank you so much for your support. This project represents one milestone in this vast journey. This vision that started nearly 100 years ago by the original conservationists of this area. We are helping to establish the vision going forward. We are working heavily on range expansion for elephants, for rhinos, for other species. And this project really represents the key steps that are being taken, the successes that are happening in achieving that goal. And projects like this remind us that while it's important to celebrate these key milestones, that conservation is ongoing. It's a journey, it never ends. And on that note, thank you to our partners. Thank you to South African National Parks. Thank you to Conservation Solutions. Thank you to everyone who was involved in this project. We couldn't have done this alone. This kind of project only achieves success through collaboration from the multiple stakeholders.